Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Wikström. I'm a makeup artist and today we are celebrating 3 months of YouTube. So we're going to have a little chat and I'm going to do a makeup look. And of course we are going to be pulling skin in this video. So stay with me and we'll get right to it. The look that we're creating today, I was on a walk and it's spring. It's so beautiful. It's like my favorite time of the year. I was like seeing all these clusters of flowers blooming from the earth and I was like, you know what? Let's do something like that, but coming out of my skin. That is what these flowers are for. I'm just gonna like introduce myself, tell you who I am, what I'm about, why I'm here, while we do that. So stick with me and we'll get right to it. So I've already got my base, I've done my hair. All the products that I use are gonna be linked in the description. First we're gonna talk about the shot list. So this look today requires me to do things in a different order in which they're shown on film because I am going to be doing some reverse footage. I really want the flower to like bloom out of my skin. And so in order to do that, when I like create a latex layer, you can't really push a flower that way because it might catch on the latex hole. So it actually would make sense to pull the flower down from beneath so that I can reverse the footage and it can look like it's blooming up, if that makes sense. For the eyes, so we want to create a base for the eyes, but then also pops of color on top. And then on top of that, I want to put things like rhinestones and flowers and we'll see where it goes. First, I'm going to dust a bit of base, so a lighter color from the Zoeva palette onto the eye. Next, let's try a couple of pinks. We're just going to dust that onto the eye. I think I'm going to go the outer eye. The next color I think I'm going to use is purple up here. Honestly, sometimes I like to use the same brush that I just used because it keeps the colors a little bit more consistent in terms of blending. Sometimes. I feel like these two colors blend really well together, so I'm going to use the same brush. So now those two colors are on the eye, and for the inner corner I'm going to go with an even lighter pink. So for this one we are going to go with Orchid Hour, and I'm going to try the color Orchid Dust, this one right here. Now we are going to go in with a wider brush, something like this, and blend that all out. Okay, so the first pop of color is done. Now the next part I'm going to actually do completely off camera because I have terrible vision and it's actually really difficult to do my work without glasses. And the problem about doing eye makeup is that your glasses are off while you do it. And so I have to be really close to a mirror, and no, I can't use contact lenses because my vision is so poor that the contact lenses are so thick and wide that they just really irritate my eyes. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do an eyeline with this Inglot. So a very subtle eyeliner is done. Now we're going to pop on some lash clusters. I'm just going to add a couple to each eye just to kind of fill my eyelashes a little bit, but still keep it looking quite natural because the look is probably not going to be very natural with flowers and things everywhere. Be right back. The lashes are on. I did add a little bit of mascara to the roots just to bring the lashes together a little bit. And next we're just going to have a little bit of a chat while I put flowers wherever. These are the flowers we're working with today. Oh, I wish I knew the name of the flowers. I'm not even going to bother to tell you because I don't know enough. I wish I did. I should. We've got these 3 flowers. They're all in season because why else would they be growing? I'm going to be using these flowers on my face, in my hair, and I'm also going to be pulling flowers out of my skin. One second, I'll show you the other flowers. I picked these ones on the side of the road. I don't know what they are either. They look good there. I studied makeup artistry after high school and I thought I could really do something with it. But then I slowly realized at the time making money as a makeup artist was a little bit different. It was a different format and the only way that I could make money at the time was to be doing bridal makeup. And there are some really beautiful bridal makeup artists out there and they are so good and I just couldn't do that. I realized after a few weddings the only way you're going to get jobs for that is if you show up at 5 AM on Saturday mornings for people's bridal party. and it's demanding work. It is somebody's perfect special day and you want to make it as good as you can. In a way, there's not the creativity level that I was interested in, because you can't really decide much of what goes on. And then as well as that, I was doing editorial makeup artistry. Then I was like, I think I want to be a mortician makeup artist. And it is exactly what it sounds like. So basically, when a person has passed away and maybe the family want an open casket at the funeral service or something like that, it is a mortician makeup artist job to have the person looking presentable and more like they were when they were alive. Because as you all may know, when a person passes, they lose the color from their skin, they lose the color from their lips, they look very much no longer living. And so as a mortician makeup artist, it is a job to make that person look a little bit more alive. I did one job and it was very, very sad circumstances. And it was a very sad experience, and it kind of like, it took me back a little bit. Like, I'm not sure if I can actually mentally and emotionally deal with that kind of work. As a human, when we put makeup on our faces, we have blood running through our body, and so we have the warmth of our skin that we can use to blend products. When a person has passed away, they refrigerate that person. All I can say is that it really reminded me of ham. It just made me think of ham, like just cold ham from the fridge, or like a Christmas ham. Like blending foundation on a cold Christmas ham. It didn't really work out. I decided, no, I'm not gonna do that. I also realized that I can do everything I ever possibly want to do creatively if I do content. And here I am. Content creation wasn't really available in the simple way that it is now. I'm really grateful that I didn't have a linear path to get to where I am today, because it means I literally get to do everything I want to do. I get to create every day. I get to do voice and acting and makeup and have a community of people who I really enjoy talking to. You guys do need a community of other people who are creative and interesting and interested. I found that with you guys, and so I'm really grateful that I get to do YouTube, because I get to also have the friend element. It's not conventional friendship because we don't get to see each other and hang out, but hopefully one day I'll get to visit a couple of you guys. So we're gonna just like pop a few things around and see how it goes. I do like to use a peel off mask to stick things onto my face. So there's this. And I think we are roughly done with the look. I'm gonna do the lips now. So we have this Wikström, I don't know how to pronounce it. I have like nothing left, look. And then we are going to go in with my favorite lip liner, which is also not a lip liner, it's an eyebrow pencil. When I bought it, it came as like an angled liner, and I thought that's really great. I'm gonna use it on my lips. Beauty Glazed eyebrow pencil. And we will pop that on the lips. And let's just dab it out to blur the edges. I'm gonna have my final shot of me holding the flowers that have come out of my face that I'm going to be filming now, and then I'm going to be filming the latex that goes on my face. So I want the final shot to be clean, I want my skin to be clear, as if the latex wasn't there to begin with. And here we have flowers that have just come out of my skin. I'm going to do a shot where it's like, I'm so happy that I got them for me. So here comes the fun part. Next is going to be putting fake skin on my face using liquid latex. My absolute best friend. So I think I want to put the layer of skin here. The cheeks are the easiest place because they are the biggest area on the face, and obviously my forehead. So let's do some latex here and then see how it goes. This is the natural rubber latex that I use to create the fake skin look. Always need sponges. Got our little mixing palette that I like to put things on and mix, and what we're going to do is we're going to put some latex on here on the sponge and then create a thin layer on the face. So I actually have quite sensitive eyes, and you shouldn't get this in your eyes or on your lips or around your mouth anyway. The thinner the layer the better, because then it blends out. I'm closing that eye because it stings if I open it. It takes only a few minutes to dry, so you can dry it manually or you can use a hairdryer. I like to use a hairdryer on the cold setting. Majority of that has dried now. I've actually done 2 layers. There are a couple of pockets that haven't dried yet. If you do too many layers without putting foundation or color, then it does cause a little bit of a white cast. What I like to do is I like to add foundation, maybe a little bit of blush, and then in areas where it's a little bit whiter, maybe a few red tones, then it will work out when I color correct it with foundation. So let's go and pop on some foundation and some blush. Now that we've got our foundation and blush, I'm going to add some freckles and beauty spots to kind of keep the texture looking a bit more like skin. So here I have another SHEGLAM product. It is Dark Chocolate Freckle Please Freckle Tint. And so going over freckles you already have or have already drawn on, like myself. I usually do it 2, 3, 4 times depending on how thick I want the skin to be. I want it kind of thick today because I will be pushing flowers through it. So here I have done 3 layers of liquid latex, foundation, blush and freckles. And this is what it looks like on this side of the face. We're going to open that up. We're going to make a small incision on the fake skin. So with my spatula I basically just lift the latex like this, quite easy. You can create a pocket to put a flower into and pull it out. The pocket is created and now I'm going to do the next part, which is where I'm pulling out the end of the flower. So there's no pocket down here yet, just a pocket at the top. Here I have found the perfect flower, hopefully. I'm going to be pulling it out and just being like, oh, I can't believe a flower just grew out of my skin. How abnormal, but really quite normal for me. Now that I've pulled them from the top of the skin for the end shot, I'm going to make a slit at the bottom of the latex here so that I can pull it through and it can blossom out in reverse. So I'm going to do a test shot for you guys. The slit is open both at the top and the bottom. I'm going to hold it, let go, and then pull it down with this hand, which is going to be out of shot. I think we're done. The latex is like, it's pretty loose now, it's pretty used. I don't want to do any more shots with that because I think I got the shot. I'm going to link the short down below. I'm also going to link all the products I used today down below. Please, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.